Oh, things are getting serious. The reason why I say that, I've got my glasses on. That means I've been reading a lot over the last couple months. Matter of fact, over the last couple years. It looks like our governments are coordinating together in order to bring their New World Order. What this New World Order is doesn't look like anything good that like we've seen in the United States in the past, or anything like it. This one world order is going to have, of course, one big dictator, and that don't look real good. There are some big players in the game that want to financially collapse the United States system in order to bring about this New World Order. George Soros, one, Rockefeller, the whole Rockefeller family, they've always been corrupt. Same with the Rothschilds. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's always the same names, same players, same crap. But, there's some other things. If you've noticed, over the last couple months, they've been screaming out democracy over in the Middle East. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, I was talking about democracy. I got interrupted. My son brought his new girlfriend over or meet her, or whatever. And anyway, democracy. They all across the Middle East, they're talking about overthrowing their governments and installing new people. Well, this is all set up. It's a game. There's never been a democracy over in the Middle East, ever. And the closest thing to a democracy over there is Israel. Anyway, these people did not just grow a brain overnight and say, "Ooh, let's overthrow the government and install a new group of people, and there's going to be democracy." No. This is all funded by guys like George Soros and a bunch of other cats out there. And they're going to install the Muslim Brotherhood. And, if you notice, we just keep getting in more and more wars. If you've studied history, everyone knows that every empire that falls ends up spreading themselves way too thin. Well, we've done that. We're at 14.3 trillion, something like that in debt. We'll never be able to pay it back. It's a joke. That's why, I suggest anyone, buy your guns, number one. Buy your freaking guns. Buy your bullets. Buy plenty of them. Learn how to shoot your guns if you haven't. Make sure and plant one heck of a garden and learn how to can. And there's going to be a lot of uprising here because stuff's going to hit the fan probably in the next few months. If I'm wrong, then hey, that's alright. I'm still going to have food stored and everything else, and everything's going to be okay. But if you also notice, there's earthquakes breaking out worldwide. Well, they're man-made. It is the HARP program. I'm almost sure of it. Now, another thing, with this weather control and everything else, you see the earthquakes breaking out, the crazy weather. Yeah, it is kind of like end time stuff, and that's fine. It's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen over the next year and a half, 2 years, or whatever. If your thoughts, it's the tribulation period, yeah, I agree. Even in the Bible it says there be earthquakes here and there, pestilences, everything else. I mean, you look at Japan, the nuclear reactors, all that stuff. It's all come to a head. Now, even though the stuff is man-made, it's still part of the tribulation. There's going to be a big surprise for these guys. They think that they can play God. But in the end, stuff's going to hit the fan on them. You know, when they're going to their underground bunkers and all that stuff, where we're going to suffer through these solar flares and everything else, oh yeah, they're going to find out that underground little place that they created for themselves, that's going to be their coffin. So, you know, like I said, think about survival. Try to do what you can do. Try to help your other people, your friends, relatives, family, whatever, and make sure they're informed. If they're not informed, some people don't want to be informed because it's just too scary. Some people, you're never going to be able to wake up until everything's gone right in front of their eyes, and then they're going to say, what happened? Well, the only thing you could do is, I don't know, buy a bunch of seed packets, this, that, and the other, hand it to them. Say, here's what you need to do. Try to plant a garden. Now, you know, other people would say, well, what if radiation's in the ground? Well, you know, there's only so much you can do, man. Really. You know, I try to buy the extra food and try to store it and try to grow food. But, you know, I mean, there's only so much you can do to try to prepare. You know, I don't have the money to build an underground shelter or whatever. But, you know, I mean, it's stuff like that. Just basic necessities. Make sure you try to store the water. Learn as many different things that you can to be able to be independent. You know, of course, they're screaming the silver and gold. Yeah, it's going up, and it's going to keep going up. Silver, as the dollar value devaluates, silver and gold's going to go up. You're going to break it down, show the new currency when everyone's screaming, help, help, what do we do? Hyperinflation, this, that, and the other. And you can expect that this year. I mean, you see the gas prices. It is so obvious what is going on that if you don't see it, I feel sorry for you. You know, the end game is here. It's not the future, it's here now. And it's really a battle between good and evil. It's a battle for our souls. So, when stuff hits the fan, you got to really dig deep down inside and think about who you are and what you represent. If someone needs help, help them. But you have to, in order to set yourself up into that position, you have to create a way to make sure that you're independent yourself. Because if you can't help yourself, you're not going to be able to help anyone else when the stuff hits the fan. Anyway, that's just my, you know, thoughts on a couple subjects right now. And, you know, until next time, talk to you then. 170 plants. That's what I got right now. Some odd reason the video recorder isn't doing too good recording this. I'm sorry, I don't mean 170 plants. I mean 720. It's just for now.